temperatures are starting to warm up and there's plenty of things to do in the garden in the spring. So for the month of March, here are some tips that you might consider. One of those is to cultivate your flower and vegetable beds to help control some of the winter weeds. And it also may bring up some of those soil insects that have been hibernating in there to the surface to expose them to the colder temperatures. This is also a good time to divide your overcrowded perennials that bloom in the summer or fall. Now, spring blooming plants, you want to leave those alone, and if they need to be removed or divided up, you can do that later on this season. Now, mid-March is also a good time to prune roses. Prune them just prior to new growth, and it is also a good time to begin your spray program if you want to control diseases on varieties that are susceptible to the common diseases of roses. This is also a good time to control other diseases that we have in the springtime when we have wet, mild temperatures. Foliar diseases such as anthracnose, pine tip blight, and other leaf spots can be controlled using a fungicide. The fungicide needs to be applied as the buds are beginning to swell on the plant and as new growth develops. And we can also continue to control insects in the garden using a dormant oil spray. This helps control some of the overwintering insects such as mites, aphids, and some of the gall-forming insects. And finally, in your turf areas, you can continue to control broadleaf weeds in your cool season grasses using your broadleaf post-emergence herbicides. Now, March is also the first application of fertilizer that we would put on our cool season grasses. The second one will be in May, and then we won't apply any more to our cool season grasses until next fall. Now, if you are thinking about establishing a cool season grass from seed, March is the second best time to do that. Really, the best time to do that is in the fall. But if you are wanting to do it this spring, March is a good time to do that. That gives it several months to establish itself before the warmer temperatures come in this summer.